Hello everyone. I have this canvas. My son and I were playing with brush shows and we were painting with the jelly plate, so you can kind of see some of that. And then I kind of sponged it down with leftover paint that we had, and she was too. She was playing right along with me. I did it on canvas. I think she just used paper. And I just thought I would make some. I love making these. And I've got this mulberry paper, I think that's called. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. And then I've got this antique or old, I don't know if it was antique, bit of a handkerchief. And I love to make these. I have gobs of them. And all they are scraps of fabric. And I just take them, and as I'm sewing, I just wrinkle up the fabric. Some people use a fork and have these perfectly ruffled. I don't. I kind of like them grungy or whatever. Now, I realize you don't all have a sewing machine. So if you wanted with a piece of scrap fabric, you could glue, and as you glued, scrunch it up, or you could hand sew. And that'd be just as pretty. I sew, and I get a bunch of scrap fabric, and as I'm sewing, and if I have black thread out, I just scrunch them together. But you know, this lay, wouldn't that ruffle from the napkin look elegant? Ooh, I like that. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. I think I'm gonna do that. So I gotta change the straight pin. I should use the pins that come with them, except I lose them. So all you do is I glued, and hot glue might work better. But since I don't have it on, and see how I'm just pushing that up? And you just kind of hold it. You know, this would be pretty if I completely decorated it with old napkins, wouldn't it? I mean, handkerchiefs, because they are elegant. Let me see what I got. Let me see if I can do that. I love that lavender with these colors. Do I have a big one I could make as the focal point? Well, I do if I had an M in my name. Don't want the red. I might not. Don't know. I love how it, well, I've got like that. Could put that over there. I still love this mulberry paper. So I still think I want to use it, but these colors are pretty, aren't they? I had all these napkins when I was in Florida, and one day I just decided to cut them up. They were all nicely ironed. This is what I'm playing in. They were all nicely ironed and stuff, but as you can see, they're not right now. And I have lots of vintage handkerchiefs I have not cut up, so don't feel like I'm destroying them all. These are ones that I have that might have had a hole in them or a stain or something like that. That would be the cute in the corner of this. Now that I've decided to use some of these. And I don't use them much. That thread off. Don't need that thread. Oh, that's where it was sewn. Somebody must have gifted me this. Maybe Paint Girly? Lori might have done that. Kind of like that in the idea of this corner, except I don't, can't believe I don't have any sewing scissors up here. That's a mistake on my part, isn't it? But I'm just going, it needs shortened, but I really don't want to have to cut out flowers. Yeah, let's just get rid of the white. I'm going to kind of fussy cut around it. And see what I can do. I hope you all are doing well. I hope if this is the first time to my channel, you'll like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed and this is not your first time, I certainly thank you for coming back. I'm not good at fussy cutting. Just saying. Wonder if I would like this and then to go around the corner. I don't know. This is from an old quilt. I love fabric art, textile art, whatever you call it. Kind of like that pink with it. Now remember, this is going to go up on my wall. And I can fill it as much as I want to. But do you see how this, didn't that turn out pretty? Maybe just a little of this at the bottom with some bling or something. Let's get some of this glued on. I still want the canvas to show. And the nice thing about using these vintage handkerchiefs is you can see through them. I am not a hoarder of old things. I firmly believe in enjoying them, getting them out, and using them. I have antique quilts from great-grandmothers. I use them. Old quilts that I have made pot holders with and shared them. I have made a coat of a raggedy old quilts that I found. I gift them. I share them. I feel like they're to be enjoyed. And those ladies who sat there for hours quilted them to be used. And so, pardon if you hear background noises from the downstairs, but we live here and you're going to hear noise. And so I feel like the same thing with old handkerchief. I use them for my nose. I use them. I mean, I have them in my purse. I have them by my chair. Now up here, I don't, because it would be another thing up here on my desk. I keep Kleenexes up here, and Emerson and I use those. And I have Kleenexes in the house. Don't get me wrong. But I have a lot of allergies, and so does Emerson, and I find my nose doesn't get as sore. But I just feel like things need to be used. And enjoyed. Just my personal opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't get into this little cigar box much. So it's not like I'm using it all up quickly, because I sure don't. Now, if I only had one, it would probably be a different story. But I'm fortunate to have more than one, so I'm using them. Now, my quilts in my living room, I cover up with, my sister's a quilter. And she has made me, and I took a picture of one the other day, and I said, I just want you to know that this is one of these quilts you made is covering me up all the time when I sit down. So, thank you much. I don't know what I'll do when she quits quilting. I guess I'll, because those I wash. Now, I do try to always hang them on the line and stuff. I wash them on delicate. And I have white Afghan my grandmother knitted. And I think she always had an Afghan to knit going most of the time. And it's on the corner of my sofa, and it gets used, but it doesn't get hard just like my sister's quilts do. My sister's quilts get used all the time. Okay, need still something here. I don't know. I could have put, I wonder if it's too late to put a little, nope, it's not. Maybe I just saw this, a little dyed with distress ink cheesecloth. Yeah, I like that. I may have to re-glue that, but And now let's see. What I have. I can make this bumpy because it's not going to go in a journal. And I like to do that. Let me think. This is a color I want. Almost a white. Not really, but it works for a white. There. Do I want that there? I still need something up here. I wonder about a flower. I'm not crazy about that flower. I've got a couple of planters. I need to get planted. Got to buy the flowers first. I think I know what I want. It's just looking for maybe a bird. Well, there's our butterfly. I've got lots of flowers, maybe. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with these felt ones. I need to take them out and do something with them. I don't know. My walls in here don't need a thing on them. They're quite full, but I'm kind of like Lizzie Brewer. I like enjoying the stuff I make. Don't want that paper one. But that needs lace or something behind it. Whoops. Let's see what a snippet of it does. Yeah, I like just a little snippet of it. I enjoyed unpacking all the stuff I brought up from Florida. Been weeks ago. But I enjoyed unpacking it because some of it's been over a year since I packed it up. And so it was fun to see, oh, yeah, I forgot all about this. You know, I haven't seen it in a couple of years. Certainly haven't used it. And it was just kind of fun to see what all was there. So it's kind of a shabby chic type thing. Whoops. I don't want to hang this too soon because it's not going to be dry, but that's okay. You can sit and what else do I maybe need on it? Or is that plenty? I've got, you know, these little one-sided flat pearls I could go down the side with, or I could maybe put a few on. I don't know. Let's see. I think I put a couple. Yeah, I did. I have a couple. Do I want just a couple, or do I want more? I really like this. Kind of brings out all the colors on from the paint. Huh. I think I like it more there than down here at the bottom. I need my glitter glue to come out a little faster. But I'm not going to take that silver tip thing off. Maybe glued on there for all I know. I like that. And I think I'm going to stop decorating it now. And then if I decide I want to add more, after it's all nice and dried, I will. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope life is treating you kind. And I hope you remember you have a purpose. Bye for now.